What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today's Friday, July 11th. Now, you may have noticed that DOG Bitcoin's price is pumping. And it's not just because Bitcoin is actually reaching new all-time highs, but also everybody's stacking DOG. Now, we're going to talk about a strategic reserve that has been stacking DOG. This is a publicly traded company. But also, most importantly, we're going to look into why people are trading on Kraken, mainly due to the Formula One contest. You'd be surprised with the numbers I'm about to share with you of how the DOG army is actually about to win this. And also, I want to share with you these other meme coin communities like Pengu and Bonk that are completely artificial and fake. And I will share with you data and analytics to prove to you that the DOG army outweighs and outnumbers these VC team-backed tokens. So let's get right into this video. I'm going to share with you another strategy that's updated to allow you to understand how we are winning this battle. So smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join us on X, and please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email. So please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's get right into it. So as you can see right now, DOG is actually pumping quite a bit. So yesterday we were roughly below a 460 million market cap, and now we're at almost close to around 520 million market cap. I will share with you charting analysis how bullish this is. This bullish divergence is pretty crazy. Now, obviously it's because Bitcoin price is pumped. Now we saw a new record high, a new all-time high as of this morning at $117,000. So you're telling me that Bitcoin has pumped 4.61%. You know what happens when it does that? You're going to see the whole altcoin and meme coin market pump even harder, specifically DOG Bitcoin. Now, the reason we want to focus on DOG Bitcoin is because it's priced in sats, aka Satoshis. Satoshis are the amount that Bitcoin is priced in. So if you put your Bitcoin into DOG, and DOG, since it pumps harder, your Satoshis would actually be worth more, aka your Bitcoin would be worth more. But before we get into that, let's talk about the publicly traded company C2 Blockchain. Just this morning, they acquired roughly 1.8 million DOG tokens. Now, we've talked about them before, and they are stacking. Their main goal is to meet 200 million DOG tokens. So as you can see, this website is live. The URL link is c2dog.com. This is live right now, and you're seeing this reflective, and they are stacking DOG. But the main part of this video is talking about Kraken's Formula One challenge. As you know, there's multiple meme coins from Bonk, Toshi, Lo-Fi, Ponky, and Pengu. The only threats? Pengu and Bonk. Now, I've been focusing on the price of DOG, yes, but I'm only focused on DOG within this F1 challenge. Even Arjan, the co-CEO of Kraken, says getting close. Trust me, I'm going to share with you why people are buying. Now, remember yesterday, I shared with you that I bought roughly around 0.10 Bitcoin's worth of DOG token. And then we started seeing other people buy DOG. Now, I asked people, right? All you need to do is just trade $1, $10, $100, $1,000, whatever it may be. We just need trading activity. Okay, you can either buy, sell, trade, convert within Kraken. This amount of trading volume helps us as the DOG army climb the ranks to the #1 position. So we saw people like Matt acquire roughly around $1,000 or aka 0.01 Bitcoin as of yesterday, and it keeps growing. Look at this. We have Harry. Harry bought the same amount, roughly around 1,000 stable coins of USDT into DOG. This is on Kraken. Not only that, we also saw this person, Keys, spend around 0.03 worth of Bitcoin into DOG. That's roughly $3,000 and higher. And we also saw this account, which was DOG to the moon. They also spent around $3,000, aka 0.03 Bitcoin's worth into DOG. Then it keeps growing. We have Self-Made Millionaire, by the way, spent around $9.8 thousand worth of USDT stablecoin into DOG. Don't worry, the list is actually going to keep growing. Jamie, by the way, spent around 10,000 stablecoin dollars into DOG yesterday. And we also have Chris Hopewell, who spent $15,000 of USDC into DOG yesterday. And the reason is because we saw posts like this, okay? So just a couple days ago, or maybe even just yesterday, we saw that DOG was at P2 in terms of the highest trading volume. And all of a sudden, like, we saw Bonk. By the way, Bonk is a VC-backed coin with team members with very little allocations of tokens to their community say, let's go bonkers. And I wanted to do some analytics because if you look down below, we actually see a lot of DOG army members rating that specific tweet. And then when I looked into the data, actually with that specific post, the DOG army has the most engagement with Bonk. This is very strange, right? Why is Bonk at number 1, but they have no community members within their community buying dog publicly? I mean, just look at the amount of engagement that Duke of Dog has shared with us. The amount of engagement has actually dropped significantly from Bonk itself, while you're seeing the positive sentiment within Dog and the engagement of Dog continue to grow. And I actually needed to ask Grok, which is the AI unit within X, aka Twitter. I said, which meme coin community has promoted the Kraken Formula 1 rear wing contest on X the most since the announcement of this competition July 8th of 2025? Was it Dog, Bonk, Pengu, Lo-Fi, Ponky, or Toshi? And guess what? Dog community has promoted this contest the most among the other meme coins communities listed. Check this out. Roughly around 71.4% of the posts from the Dog army has consumed and promoted the Kraken exchange. Look at Pengu, only 14% has promoted this competition. Toshi, 9.7%. Ponky, 2.6%. Believe it or not, even though Bonk was at P1 in terms of total trading volume, they've only promoted this 1.3%. Isn't that very fishy in your personal perspective? And then I'm not even going to talk about Lo-Fi. Now, moving on, just as of this morning, because you all, the Dog army, continue to trade, it doesn't matter if you trade $1, $2, $5, $100, $1,000, or more. Guess what? We are now at P2 still, and we flip Bonk. And believe me, Pengu is next in line. We are actually only $5,000 away at the time of this recording away from flipping Pengu at P1. Now, Bonk is seeing this. Pengu is seeing this. They're seeing the strength of Dog. They know what's going on. And when I say they, not the community, I'm talking about the team members. I'm talking about the VCs. They understand what's going on. And they're going to try to push their price. They're going to maybe even try to manipulate wash, whatever it is. Kraken is going to do their best to spot those wash tradings. But Dog, on the other hand, by the way, is the largest community out there. Dog army outweighs and outnumbers Pengu and Bonk's holders. So continue to dollar cost average, continue to trade, buy, sell, convert, whatever it is with Dog. And we're going to flip both of these. And what we want to do is not only win this, but we want to dominate this. We want our trading volume to be so high that Pengu and Bonk are just going to give up because the number that they have to defeat is unfathomable. So this is my message to you. While Pengu and Bonk boost VC backing and insider allocations, their so-called quote-unquote communities are thin facades propped up by shallow wallets and even shallower convictions. The X data that I just shared with you speaks for itself. They have minimal engagement, weak promotion, and no true groundswell behind their efforts in the Kraken F1 meme coin challenge. But Dog, on the other hand, we are the exception. We are the resistance. This isn't just a meme. It's a movement. Free and fair force that doesn't answer to venture suits or insider allocations or insider manipulations. We are powered by the people, not puppeteers. And when our army moves, the volume roars. Let our trading make them tremble. Let our momentum shatter their illusions of dominance, because we're not here to participate. We're here to dominate. Every trade is a declaration. Every swap is a stand. And most importantly, every Dog move is a message. The people are now in control. And I stand by this, ladies and gentlemen, because I just deployed 0.30 worth of Bitcoin, which should now put Dog in first place. But guess what? Bonk and Pengu, our main competitors, are seeing what we're doing. They're going to try to do everything in their powers to try to scare our community, to try to scare our movement, and they will not do that. We will continue to trade even over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, until we return on Monday. But here's another thing I want to share with you. Why this is actually not just positive that we're doing all this trading volume to become number one in the F1 challenge. But also, when you actually trade and buy Dog or whatever on Kraken, guess what? We're actually liquidating all the shorts. Check this out. So on OKX, Bybit, and Gate.io, have you noticed something? There have been major liquidations of the short leverage traders, the people that thought Dog was going to go down. But because you've been buying on Kraken and trading on Kraken, we liquidated the shorts. And when we liquidate the shorts, guess what happens? This is what happens. We just broke past the resistance level at around 460 million market cap. And because you continue to trade, not only are we going to dominate in the F1 challenge on Kraken, but we also are pushing the price up on Dog. I mentioned this in yesterday's video. And as you're seeing in the buyer's market within the MACD, we are heading upwards. And with the golden cross, we're still showing that this is well intact. And in fact, we're seeing that the price of Dog is going up to 600 million market cap. Even look on the weekly time frame, the MACD, the orange line is getting closer to the buyer's market. We're seeing larger green histogram bars right here, and look at this. These green candles are looking stronger and stronger to go to the upside because the wicks that you're seeing, which are the seller's markets or the seller's dominance, is getting weaker. The wicks are the sellers, the candles are the buyers. And so we're heading to 600 million regardless because you continue to trade. So here is my ultimate message, ladies and gentlemen. You know that I'm already bullish on dog, but because you continue to trade, and the most important thing on Saturday and Sunday, because I'm not making videos, you need to trade on Kraken. It doesn't matter if you have $1, $10, $100 or more. Every trade is sending us higher and higher to flip Pengu and Bonk, and also pushing the price of dog up and liquidating the shorts. These are all different catalyst events that I'm super excited about, and there is nothing that's going to stop this dog army. We are here to dominate, not just win. So let our voice be heard. Let our movement set ripples and messages across the crypto landscape that we are not here to play games, that we are here to destroy every VC-backed coin, every team member that provides little value and little token allocations in the interest of their community. Let's show them how the free and fair movement works and how a dog powered by Bitcoin will dominate. So let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's trade over the weekend. Till then, I'll see you guys and girls on Monday. So as always, by supporting the channel, smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join us on X to receive all of our alpha calls and updates regarding dog, Kraken, Formula 1, and the price of dog. Until then, see you guys, girls, next time.